everyone, today I have a new to the channel subscription box to share with you, and it is called Try the World. And just as the name implies, this is a snack box featuring different snacks from all around the world. Each month you can get a box that has snacks from a variety of countries. This ships to the US and Canada, as well as other countries that they list on the website. It ships to, I would say, where most of my viewers live. If you're interested, just double check your country, of course, but definitely to the US and Canada and the United Kingdom. If you would like to hear how you can get $10 off and you want to see what amazing yummy goodies I got, then please stay tuned. So I was really excited when Try the World reached out to me and asked me if I'd like to review their box gifted to me free to review. Their requirement is actually for Instagram only. This YouTube video is not required. And they also didn't want an unboxing, so hence why I'm just doing this as extra, because I know you guys love snack boxes and would love to see this. This is a fantastic subscription option, and I have a code with my name and some numbers to get you $10 off of your subscription. So that first subscription, it's their subscriptions or their shop, and they have items in their shop. First purchase, whatever it is, $10 off. And shipping to the US and Canada has ranged between $5 and $8, and you can see what it currently is for your country otherwise. But like I said, they seem to be flexible with a variety of countries. And there are 3 subscription options: small, medium, large, based on how many snack boxes you like. The smallest one is 8 to 10. I believe this is the middle size box, but we will check at the end. I'll count how many snacks are in here, and I'll do a bit of a taste test in this video, but most of that you will see on Instagram. So I hope you enjoy these items. I can't wait to see what we have in here, and I say we just get started. So this first is Smoky. It's original fresh baked peanuts. So I think I'm just going to show you the items. Now, this box does not have a product guide, so I do know where most of them are from country-wise, because they sent me a list of brands to tag on Instagram. So this example is from Serbia right here. So that's awesome. Word out to the company, reviewing your box so far. I would say that a product guide, so we know where each snack comes from in the country, that's really interesting to viewers. I'm pretty sure. Let me know in the comments below. But I think you'll agree, when you get a bunch of snacks, you want to know what country it's from, because that will really enhance your food journey around the world, just as their box says right up here. So these sounded interesting to me. They look like little puffs. We'll check them out later when I open up a cup. I won't open all of them, but you'll see all of them opened, like I said, on Instagram. So if you're not following me, this is a great time to follow me on Instagram, JessieM_87. I had to think about that for a minute. I will link it down below in the product or in the description box. And like I said, you'll also find this website to this company as well as my discount code. All right, the second item looks like pretzels, and I think they are. That's what they said on my guide, at least. This is Kviki from Croatia. Kviki. I'm sorry if I'm saying that incorrectly. I'm looking forward to trying these. I was reading the ingredients a little bit earlier. Based on some of the photography, I did look at a couple of the snacks. They also wanted to know, they reached out and asked me if anything arrived, damaged, if everything arrived safely. So that was great. So I wanted to definitely look in and make sure everything was good and safe. And I just thought these had some really interesting ingredients. So, and I do have, some of the labels are in English with the allergens. I do like that a lot, and so far I've checked expiration dates. There was one thing that expired in June. I believe that was the puffs of this year, but most of the expiration dates are well in advance. We even out into next year. So the next item looks interesting. There's 2 of these. These are granola bites in peanut butter flavor. It's called Clusters Berry Nuts. Soft granola bites with peanut butter coating. So to me, this sounds very good. I was looking at the ingredients on these too. I'm really hoping that they don't have, I don't think these have, even though most granola does have gluten. As you know, I am gluten and dairy free, but I will be breaking those rules to try these snacks, especially just one item I have found to be completely fine. This is from the Berry Nuts brand from Mexico. So we're in Mexico for these. So like I said, we are literally traveling around the world via food. I mean, everybody likes that idea, right? So it looks like we have doubles of some, which is exciting. We got 2 of these bars. Gosh, these look like they're ready for Christmas. We got red, green, and silver here, reflective. I better be careful. These are Petite Henry Surfin. These are from Morocco. The brand is Henry's Stable. So if you also are interested in the brands, please do check out my Instagram. I'll tag a lot of their brands in here. These are called biscuits. So, and again, if you want to see what every snack looks like, go to Instagram. I'm sorry if maybe at some point I can post the pictures on Facebook as well, but that might be down the road. I do want to get their Instagram requirement. You know, that obviously is my priority. But let me know. I can also post some photos on my community tab on YouTube, but that might be later in the week at this point. So next we have tonic. We have 2 of these. These look like a wafer of some sort. These look yummy. Let's see, I saw these on the list. So the best part is just to really figure out the country. This is also Morocco. So it looks like we have a variety around the world, but then a few from Morocco. Doesn't say what these are. Let's see if it says in English. It does not. So this, you can see the packaging. If you can see it, it's reflective, but it's in characters. It's in another language. So we'll just have to open these up and see what these are. I always like looking, and maybe I'm nerdy for doing this, but I always like looking at the dietary labels from other countries. Because you can kind of tell what they are, you know. Energy obviously is calories, and it's some of them glucide sugar, grassies is probably fats. They're kind of cognates in that, and I'm probably saying them completely wrong, and I apologize. But I like that you can kind of tell without knowing the language what you're looking at. But these look really yummy. All right, this next product is from the US of A. So that is exciting. If, you know what, and if you're ordering from another country, like Canada or the UK, I'm glad you get a product from the US. That is an awesome bonus. So these are the brand Calbee, C-A-L-B-E-E, Harvest Snaps Kids, Crispy Grapes. I want to try these on video. These have, let me know, since the majority of you are in the US, or if you're in other countries, if you've seen this one before, any of these snacks before. 100% fruit, no added sugar, great for lunch boxes. Yeah. I guess the kid in me wants to try that, but crunchy and fruit, like, you got me. I love fruit. I see something that I've had before in another snack box down in there, but this is maybe sable or sable. It's a cocoa. Looks like some type of wafer rather, sorry. And then I saw this mentioned on the list. It is also Morocco, I thought it was. So we definitely have, they don't really specialize, as far as I know, in a certain country per month. So everything is just random, but we do have this little pile growing over here from Morocco. And this again just says 8 biscuits. If you know the language, fantastic. Let us know what these are, but I might end up saving those for Instagram. So what I'm excited about are these halva bars. Looks like we have 3 of them. So things are falling everywhere, but that's okay. I've had halva, I think, in another box. And it looks like we got 2 different varieties. I'm hoping these brown halva with cocoa. Yes, please. And this is halva with vanilla. So you know which one I'm gonna try, right? No, I'll try them both for you. Maybe one on camera here. The halva bars are from Greece. So I feel like I tried it from a different country, but it was so long ago, maybe it was Greece. I don't know. I can certainly Google it. We can see, right? Now this box can also have some drinks. And I did notice some teas when I was in here earlier. Running out of room, guys. There's so many snacks. But we have 2 pumpkin spice teas, which I know is everyone's favorite, right? And what is this one? Oh, this was the back of the label. That's fun. So we have 3 pumpkin spice teas in here by Miracle Tree Moringa. It's organic. All right, these teas, Miracle Tree is also a United States of America brand. Let me know if you've had this brand of tea before. I don't think I've ever seen it anywhere. Pumpkin spice is not my flavor at all, but I know a lot of you out there like it. Now, I want to know what these are. Let's see, it says Gemini Crystal Candy. So hopefully some type of gummy or hard candy. I don't know if it's sour or sweet. Maybe I'll put that on in this video. Wish I could ask you guys which ones you want me to try in the video. All of the taste tests will be on Instagram if I don't try them all in here, which I won't be doing in this video to save time. But these are from the USA, but then it has Japan in parentheses. Not exactly sure what that means. There are 2 of them. Our last bar is a protein bar from the brand Nix, and this also says USA. So but it's in another language, which is interesting to me. So protein bar is always yummy. It's a very tiny protein bar though. And we'll see if it says, oh, it is a sample size. It says for sampling, not individual sale. It doesn't have because it's a sample, it does not have the ingredient, the nutritional facts information. But it does say it's manufactured in it's distributed in California, but it's a product of North Macedonia. Okay, that explains the language. So they were probably just giving me a guide to find the Instagram shops, and maybe the shop is ran by the distributor in the US, something like that, the Instagram store. So these are all of our snacks here. So I'm gonna take a quick count to remove the box and figure out which ones I should try on the video, but I think we got a really good mix here for sure. Nice variety. All right, so there are a total of 19 snacks. It looks like I did get the largest size, which surprised me, but we do have multiples, like 3 halva bars, definitely not complaining, 3 teas, so that is fine. So if they're going by actual number of snacks, then it is, I have 19, so that is the largest one, which is 18 to 20 snacks. The lowest price that can be is $73 a month, and that's if you get a annual subscription. 1 box would be $85. If you subscribe for 3 months, you get it for $80. And remember, you can save $10 with my code. But this is the largest plan. So if we go back to the smallest plan, for example, 8 to 10 snacks, you can get that for as low as $33. If you buy an annual plan, 1 box a month for 8 to 10 snacks is $45, and then 3 months would be $40 a box. So that one would be more budget friendly. It just depends on what you're looking for, how many people you have in your family, how much you want to spend. And remember, you will get $10 off. But now I'm on their website right now, and it says places to visit as an option. And I'm going to show my tablet screen real quick here. And I'm just scrolling through, and it says select some of the places you'd like to visit. Although we don't guarantee destinations, our curators will consider your selections during curation of boxes. So that's really cool. So maybe you can influence future boxes too. There's tons of countries here, as you can see. So that's great that you can influence that a little bit, but it's not guaranteed. This box seemed definitely heavy on Morocco as well as the United States, and then we had some other countries like Croatia and Serbia, etc. This is Editing Jessie here. A word of caution to anybody considering this box. I did reach out to my contact person via email, and I DM'd the company on Instagram and never heard back from them as to what size box they sent me. That was unfortunate, disappointing. I can't in my right mind recommend a company that isn't going to necessarily email me back, because that makes me think they're not going to be responsive in their customer service. And also, I have no idea what size box this is. Technically, the one I got could qualify for all 3 sizes, depending on how they count a number of snacks. If it could be the small box, 8 to 10 snacks plus 1 drink, because there was a tea in there, or it could be the medium box if they include the tea as a food, or it could be the large box because of the number of total snacks and the repeats of the same snack. I don't know if they count the repeats as not. I mean, personally, I definitely feel that the box I got was not worth the price of the large box. Personally, I feel like it would be a stretch for it to be worth the small box, but that is up to you as the consumer. I just wanted to throw out this as my constructive criticism and to be transparent. All right, you know I was excited about the halva. So this is the one from Greece, and I've opened it up. It has a peanut butter type smell to it, and I'm not going to chew on camera, but I will show what the products look like and show those pictures on here, and of course pictures on Instagram. Maybe I didn't have the halva before. It's hard to know and remember, but this seems a bit dry, but it is a really good, it's almost like a wafery flaky texture, but I definitely smell peanut butter in here, or I definitely taste peanut butter in here and taste chocolate as well. It is good. I'm going to try to rate everything on a from 1 to 10 stars, and 10 being obviously the best, the yummiest, I would buy again, etc. I would rate this an 8. It's pretty good, but like I said, I was hoping it wouldn't be so dry, but that is overall really good. So what else should I try? I wish I could ask you guys. I'll keep the peanut butter things while I've got peanut butter in the palette. So I wanted to see what these berry nuts clusters are like. So these, oh look, there's a tear here. Are you guys like me? Do you open things like completely without the tear here, and then you see it after the fact? So anyway, these are just what they look like on the bag. Just a little nut cluster, or nut cluster. They say it's nut cluster, but it has granola in it. These are very, very good. Oh man, if you love peanut butter and the kind of dried fruit, I mean, these have cranberries, almonds. I was reading some of the ingredients, nuts, granola, all into a little cluster. Plus there's a hint of a peanut butter taste. And you think that might not be good with the fruit, but it really is. I would rate these 10 out of 10. I think it would be hard to find something in this box that I might like more, but we'll see. I still want to try a couple more with you guys on camera, including, I think I want to go fruity after those and try these crystal candies. All right, beware if you do get this particular snack that has one of these little flavor packets, the ones that are really dangerous for pets to eat, to make sure if you have young kids, don't hand them this, in my opinion. But here's the snacks right here. I'm gonna try both because I'm betting they're 2 different flavors of fruit. I'm hoping this is like a pineapple. Can't really smell anything. I smell some sugar, but remember this is from Japan and then distributed, I guess, also in the USA. My guesses were way off. I like the orange one is sweeter. This one, they're both crunchy. These aren't gummy candies. They are hard and crunchy, but they do have they're a bit sweet, especially this orange one is sweeter than this yellow one. They're both good. It says the flavors in this pack are hibiscus and pomegranate tea. I gotta be honest, I don't know which one is which. I would think the hibiscus might be sweeter. Let me know. I just have no idea, unless both. This one was definitely sweeter. I think they're 2 separate flavors. I'm not sure. Maybe they were just made with different like coloring. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Hibiscus or pomegranate tea, neither are red. They're both yummy, but they are very sweet, especially this one. That's why I'm thinking it was floral. I would maybe rate them a 7 out of 10. They're really good. I just have trouble with very sugary items. So I've been doing this randomly, just giving you some random ideas of some snacks. I realized I didn't get anything from Morocco yet, so let's try the tonic. This is from Morocco, and I wasn't too sure what this was anyway. Obviously some type of wafer. It's very lightweight. I'm hoping it's not broken. Hopefully it's looks like it's going to be very crumbly. I'm glad I have the plate here. In fact, I'll just break off a piece, but it's your typical looking wafer. Oh, these are really, really good. This is the type of lightweight wafer, kind of airy. It literally melted in my mouth, and it has a really good wafer taste, and kind of a wafer vanilla taste, but with chocolate, because as you can see, a little bit layers of chocolate in here. I just broke that off. I think I'd rate this a 10 as well, right up there with the clusters. So I can't wait to rate everything. You'll have to tune into Instagram, or like I said, I'll try to get pictures up on other platforms. But last but not least, I want to try these Harvest Snaps from the US, because crispy grapes. I don't know, I'm curious. I'm sure you guys are too. These are literally what they say. There's a definite almost sour grape flavor inside, and it's crispy. I don't really like them, but I like that they're easy to chew, and you can definitely taste the fruit. I like that part of them, but it's a little bit sour. If you could have seen my face, it was definitely a sour face. Okay, they're growing on me. I just had 2 more. I think I go up into my rating to a 7 out of 10. But I still don't know what makes them crispy. I'm gonna look up their website because I'm that curious. They're gluten-free, which is great for me, and any of you out there, looking out for dietary restrictions. But I just don't understand what makes them crispy. It just says grapes. So if you guys have any ideas, I know there's lots of people who love to cook that watch my channel. So let me know. You saw it was like I'll bring another one out. Just a little brown coating. I mean, it doesn't look like a raisin. It's not like but that's not crispy either. It doesn't taste anything like a raisin either, but it's different. I've never tasted anything like this, but I could see snacking on them. Maybe a little bit too much sugar, but like I said, no added sugars. I mean, they're 100% fruit, so they are healthy. It's just it's different. And I'm rambling on about grapes, but who gets to try crunchy grapes, you know? So this is just what I'll be able to try in the video. We've already been here long enough. Thank you so much if you're still here. Let me know your final thoughts on the box in the comments below. Also, let me know what product you would be excited to try out of everything you saw. Doesn't have to be something I tried, because I'll eventually be trying all of these for Instagram. So let me know what you guys think. I do think that it's I'm gonna try to verify that this is the largest size box, because of the 19 that I counted. But like I said, some of them had 2 or 3 numbers of them. So like 2 or 3 halva bars, 2 of these clusters. So it's hard to say, but I think it's the largest one. And I think that's it's just too much of a price. It's too high of a price for what it is. And based on thinking about other international snack boxes on the market. Now, I haven't looked at the prices of some of the other ones recently, so if I see that all the prices have gone up, I'll edit this in the video. But I do think this is the most expensive one that I remember seeing, at least in a while. But I mean, the 8 to 10 snacks to get $33, it's a nice curation if you get it for a month, or if you get it every month for a year. $45 for 1 month, plus with my discount you can get that for $35 plus shipping. That's not that bad. I do see lots of people loving these snacks all over Instagram, so definitely I'll link their Instagram below. Check them out, as well as their website, of course. But my biggest thing would be concerned about the price, and of course wanting a product guide, because as a consumer you guys won't know which countries, unless you know the languages on the packaging. You won't know which countries they're from, and some of them even have English, even though they're from other countries. So the only way I knew the countries, again, is because the company sent them to me so I could tag them, the brands, on Instagram when I do my photos over there. So let me know what you guys think if you're in this premiere. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Give it a like, a comment, thumbs up. Helps me and it helps my channel. Until next time, thank you again to Try the World for sending me this box for you to review. And I'll catch you later. Bye.